Hello viewers and welcome back to our Adventurous Minecraft Adventures. Last time we were here, we did some interesting stuff. We got some windows on our house after we did stuff like breeding our animals, harvesting our farm, and then we built that over there. Now what's that, you might ask? Well, if we go over and look, see there's something peculiar in the middle of it. It's not that peculiar, it's a dried ghast in water, so that means he won't be dried for long, ha ha ha. But in the meantime, we have stuff to prepare for. We need to figure out how are we going to get in and out of that, because that's going to be his little enclosure. That's why we didn't just build it so that we could have a spot to put him while he's rehydrating. That's going to be where he lives. So we're going to need a way to, Also, wait, do we have any leads? Because if we don't have any leads, that might be a problem. Okay, we have one. Phew. If we didn't have one, we might be in trouble. Because we don't have any slime balls either, because we didn't get any slimes when we... The swamp. Okay, sun's going down, so let's go ahead and go to sleep. But for now, let's think. How are we going to do that? We could use ladders, obviously, but then we'd have to have, like, a weird pillar next to it. It's like we could use doors, but it would look weird. Use trapdoors, I suppose, but it would also sort of look weird. Maybe we'll use some copper trapdoor. I mean, the trapdoors wouldn't look weird, it would just be awkward. Oh, what am I doing? Not how you make copper trapdoors. And I want a few, like maybe 8. How many does this make? There we go, perfect, 8. Okay, let's go to sleep, and then we'll put away the extra copper and go ahead and see what we have done. Because if we're gonna make a way to go in there with trapdoors, we want to at least make it so it's easy to get in and out of. We're going to need these ladders as well. Actually, let's get some copper blocks too, because we have so many copper blocks. We're not going to use all of these, obviously, but we may as well start using them. Oh, but wait, I thought of something even cooler. Make copper bricks. Is this how you make them? I mean, not like that. No, I'm trying. There we go. Yes. Well, not called it's cut copper, but same thing. Not the same thing, but similar. I don't know. You know what I mean, right? Hopefully. Oh, well, we can make this in our inventory, so we can just make more on the fly if we need. We can do that. But you know the issue we were having yesterday with the low frame rate with the shaders? I finally figured out the issue after a lot of troubleshooting. It was the mod that I use. Yeah, I have mod menu disabled now. I had it on for troubleshooting, but the mod that I use for for the anti-aliasing, you see how the edges of these trees don't look super jagged, where normally in Minecraft they would. Well, that mod was still running, which means it was trying to run shaders and render the game at double resolution, which just wasn't working out for it. Which is why it had such low frame rates. So now I've changed it so that that mod's still on, but when shaders are turned on, that mod will turn off. So that's nice. Okay, so I think maybe we'll do like this. Now, obviously, the water we're gonna get rid of the water right after we have once he's become an actual dried ghast. But for now, you know what? Let's do this. Then that. Then, oh wait, no. Oh, we're down here. Hey, well, we need to do this anyway. Because we want to, we'll sort of cheap out a little bit and use a little less copper. We'll only use the copper that's going to be seen from angles, that we would be at. So, we won't use the corners. We'll do this corner, but then we won't go any further down in the corner. So it doesn't really matter, does it? Okay. Do that, and this. Oh wait, no. I just said I wasn't gonna do it, and I immediately did it. No. Okay, and then this, and this, and this, and that, and that. And then that, and that, and that, and that. Let's do, 5 of these. So, 20. Perfect. And that looks cool. So then we could do that, and that. that, and that. Um, uh, actually, I think it might work better if... hold on. Move some stuff out of our hotbar. Let's sort of just experimenting and trying to make it look as good as it can. So if we put that there and that there, that there and that there, then it'll open up like that. Then ladders can put here. And these trapdoors won't be in the way of us climbing the ladders. That's good. Okay. So then let's see, how far will we need to go? In terms of, like, digging this way. So we need to go 1, 2, 3, and then the 4... So we're going to need to dig 5 blocks this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, and then that's as far as we need to go. Now, we're not going to dig up yet, because, well, we don't want to disturb the happy ghast, the dried ghast. It's going to be a happy ghast soon. And we don't want water to fill this passage, but then we'll get it ready, at least, for grown. Ooh, we hear that he's making some noises that indicate that he is rehydrating. And his face will change and become happier as he rehydrates. That's super cool. Okay, let's do like that. 24 should be enough, right? Oh wait, okay, here. We can do that. And then not that. Oh. Yeah, that might look weird. Well, maybe not. That might actually look cool. This sort of indicates that's where this leads. I think that would look okay. And actually, if we dig up, we won't disturb him. That's what I was worried about. Oh, hey. Yeah, he definitely looks a lot less sad than he was before. Oh, I didn't mean to put that there. Okay. So we should be okay to do, like... There are no torches in this passage yet, so water flooding it should be a big issue. But also now we can get out. Do that. And then this will be like the actual opening that we get out of. Right? Well... Sort of. Well, yes, it will. Right? Because we're going to have this. Like the 4x4, and then this there, and then another 4x4. So we're going to do like this. We're just going to do the same thing we did before, except... One, it's easier because you already know what we're doing, but it's also harder because there's, well, obviously water in our way. So we've just got to do these corners. And then can go down here. Oh, and I'm so glad we already did these sides most. Because otherwise this would take forever. Okay, we have to be very careful not to disturb the dried ghast, because we don't want to restart his rehydration process by accident. Because that would be annoying. Okay, let's go get this. And then go do... Oh no. That didn't really work how I planned. Okay, so now... Even if this did stay flooded the whole time, these will actually keep out the water even when we open it, and it actually looks weird. You know, it's so weird to see the bottom of the water texture. Like, you never see that. It's so weird. Like, it's cool. Like, you never see that in the game, normally. You never see the bottom part of the water texture, you always just see the top, because, you know, if you're under the water, I mean, I guess when you're underwater, you see the bottom of the texture of the surface of the water, but you never see, like, I don't know. It's interesting. Okay, I can't go down here. That's the problem. Oh yeah, because when we go down, we're trying to swim down. Pressing that button is also like the button for staying still on a ladder. So we have to actually do this. There we go. Now we have this, and it's copper all the way through. Nice. I think that turned out really well. Also, wait, we need to refill our bucket with water at some point. Okay, let's put a torch on each of those. And we're done with this. So now we can get in and out as we please, but monsters can't. The most important part is that the monster... You know, could we have possibly, like, made this symmetrical? That would have looked so much better if we had not built it, like, one block off. Really? We'll fix that at another time, you know? Like, eventually, maybe we'll fix that. But I just built that, and it took me 10 minutes, and I'm not rebuilding it. Just to have it be symmetrical. If I thought that through, I would have done it a smarter way, but oh well. So, sometimes that's just life. You make mistakes, and then realize it's not symmetrical, and don't feel like fixing it. Anyway. Okay, let's put everything away. Including the ladders. Okay. Refill our bucket and eat up a little. Our farm is growing pretty well. It's almost grown. I do want to tend to our animals a bit more. We never sheared our sheep last episode. That was something we forgot to do. Oops. Because we do want to prepare for going in the nether and getting some, well, hopefully ancient debris mined. Because, you know, we have diamond armor. But, like, what if it was netherite? And I know we haven't beat the game yet, so, like, why are we trying to get netherite armor? I don't know. Personally, I think if I try to go beat the game right now, I might not succeed. Might succeed, but we want to get more advancements. Like, we want to get most of the advancements. I feel like my original plan might have been to get all of the advancements that didn't have to do with the end before we went to the end. But now that I think about it, that's pretty unrealistic. Because, like, a lot of those things are going to be so much easier once we've been to the end and are, like, officially in the post-game, you know? So, yeah, but let's get out our shears, and then tomorrow, after we sleep, we will shear the sheep. Also... Yes. Oh. There we go. Yeah, can we put it in the slot while it still has a cooldown going? You can, and that's sort of weird. You can see it in the texture. Sort of strange. At the same time, not actually that strange. Okay, go to sleep. You may not rest now. The bed is too... What do you mean it's too far away? It's close enough that I could click on it. Why is that too far away? They don't want you, like, using beds... I mean, actually, that's probably what it is. They don't want you using beds to teleport around. Because, you know, if they let you do that, then... Well, no, 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 no. We don't do that. We stay in the sheep pen. Oh gosh, it's gonna be difficult. Oh, I didn't mean to click on you. I meant to click on the gate, but hey. I meant to click on you eventually, so... Yay. But they probably did that because they did... You know, if they let you sleep in a bed whenever you could click on it, players would find these crazy ways to go super fast using beds. Although, honestly, it wouldn't be that useful, because one, I mean, like, you know, there were already, like, nether ice highways, which is sort of, like, the fastest way you could possibly travel. At least, you know, in the vanilla game. I mean, maybe there are faster ways, I don't know. Certain specific scenarios, but... Like, that might be... I think nether ice boat highways might be faster than falling. Like, I think if you took one of those ice boat highways and turned it vertically, like you made a nether boat highway sideways from bedrock to build height limit, and then you made one the same length as that, but horizontal, and then one of them you just fell down next to, and the other one you ice boated across, I think the ice boating one might get done faster. I'm not sure, but I don't know, they're really fast. Okay, now throw... Oh, there's... Oh, wait. Oh, that egg just spawned 4 chickens. I feel like I knew that could happen, but I don't know if I've ever had that happen before. What's the probability of that? I might have to look that up, actually. Ooh, we're spawning so many chickens. There we go. Oh, sorry, but I mean, you sort of, like... I threw, like, 10 eggs in the same spot, and you were like, you know what? I should walk into that spot. And it's like, well, you don't want to get hit in the face with an egg if you don't walk right in the spot where I'm throwing the eggs. Anyway, we have 48 white wool, so that is nice. So let's do some math. And yeah, I know I say that a lot. Series, let's do some math. But like, how much we have? This much white wool, which is 128 plus. That's 132. 192, 196. So 196 is not a multiple of 3. But 195 is, and 195 is 3 times... I'm not sure. I am not sure if I can do that math in my head. I mean, I could eventually. 195... Oh, well here, that's 105 plus 90. Maybe I'll just be right back once I've refilled this furnace full and all. Okay, so I just realized that I could have Minecraft do the math for me. Wait, it's just... Did I really just try to... Okay, so I'm dividing this by 3. What could it possibly be? We have 3 stacks of white wool and then an extra 4. What could that possibly be divided by 3? Oh no, could it be 65? And then 1 left over? Okay, anyway, so I was just trying to figure out how many beds this would make us. Okay, anyway. 65 beds though, that's a lot. I think we're good to go mining for netherite in the nether. Maybe next episode, even. We might not find any, I don't know, and I've never really done it. I might have to look up to make sure I don't, like, you know, because obviously you're dealing with explosive beds. You can't exactly just, like, go in all willy-nilly. You have to be prepared and know how to not get yourself exploded. But let's go get the lead. We can't lose this lead, because this is the only lead we have. There's another reason we should go to the swamp, but that time at nighttime. The swamp. At some point I'll have to do some math with the coordinates, because I have the coordinates of the swamp saved, so I'll have to figure out how long it would take us to get there by Happy Ghast, because honestly I might want to go there by Happy Ghast, because yeah, that would take a while, maybe longer than if we went on foot. But, well here, I can't remember, I looked it up at one point, I don't remember what the speed of a Happy Ghast is. I feel like it's yeah, it's definitely slower than, like, you know, 5 blocks per second, but you have to realize a Happy Ghast once you get up to, like, cruising altitude. Ooh, it's getting happier. A Happy Ghast, you can just sort of fly straight in the exact right direction, so it might even be faster. Oh, gosh, buddy, you can't do that. You scared me. Hey, can you see me looking at him through the glass? I don't mind looking at him, because, I mean, I'm in the water, so... it'll be fine, but... Okay, I don't... Here, I can stand on this. Get a better view. There he is. I don't think he knows I'm looking at him. I suppose it's for the best. Well, here's what we'll do. Here's what we'll do. Okay, where is he? Where is he? What we're gonna do, look at him, and then we're just gonna fall into this. Oh, he's way over there. Why is he still, like, out and about? You know, I don't like that anymore. Also, I don't want to fall into that. And what I really don't like is input lag. And yet, input lag I shall get. I am doomed to have input lag for the rest of eternity. Maybe I should have gone with a wired keyboard. Like, a wireless mouse has benefits, because, like... Oh! Look how happy! The Happy Ghast... Wait, we have to hurry for this. But... Go. We need snowballs. Because you need snowballs to feed him, and to lure them, and to, like, make them grow up. Because, like, a baby Ghast is cute, but we do need the Happy Ghast for things. So we sort of need him to grow up. But got some snow in here. Yeah, it's like a wired mouse has benefits. Like, you don't have to deal with the wire when you're moving it around, but a keyboard stays in one spot. So it's like, I don't know, I think a wired keyboard might have been the better choice for me, but oh well. I mean, I bought a combo, like it was a wireless keyboard and mouse combo. But I probably could have gone with a wireless mouse, because I never get any issues with the only issues I get with the mouse are, like, it occasionally turns off when it's running low on battery, or acts weird, but that just needs me to charge it. But I get input lag with the keyboard, which is interesting. So, I should, next time I get a keyboard and mouse, I'll get wired keyboard and a wireless mouse. Not a Bluetooth mouse. I don't like having Bluetooth on all the time when I don't usually connect to many Bluetooth devices, at least not on my computer. Even on my, like, mobile device, like, mobile devices like tablets and phones, I don't like having Bluetooth on all the time, because, you know, it makes you discoverable on a network, or it's not even on a network, it's Bluetooth, so just anyone nearby can see that your device's name and it's online. And it's like, I don't know, I don't really want that, so I usually have Bluetooth on unless I'm connecting to a device specifically. And I have to have Bluetooth on all the time if I use a Bluetooth mouse, so that's why I really prefer wireless USB mice and keyboards. Anyway. It has nothing to do with this, but, you know, what we probably should be doing is, like, go, is actually turning these snow blocks into snowballs. They don't eat snow blocks. They just eat snowballs. That should be plenty. And if it isn't, it's easy enough to turn the, snow blocks into snowballs. And it's easy enough to turn snowballs back into snow blocks. What do you know? Yeah, why is this input lag is getting bad? Oh. And my keyboard's dead. Well, I'd pause. Oh. Okay. I would pause the game, but I can't because I would need to press escape to do. And obviously, okay, we better hurry before it gets dark. Oh, geez, we'd better hurry before it gets dark. I have no way to pause the game. No. That's bad. Plug it in. Okay, it's working. I just plugged this in. I just charged this yesterday. Why are you having issues on me, keyboard? Really? Like, you were plugged in for, like, hours yesterday. Why are you having issues now? I don't understand. Okay, but... okay, I'll turn off the RGB lights just to save some battery, even though it is plugged in. Yeah, I know I can only sleep at night or during thunderstorms. It is night, and it is not a thunderstorm. And hopefully it won't be when I wake up, because that would not be good. I don't like thunderstorms that much. Because, oh, was that a... I thought I just saw an ender. Not. And we have to hurry, because if we're not there when he grows up, he might just, like, float away. We don't want that, so we have to lure him with snowballs. I didn't mean to throw that. Maybe I shouldn't be holding the snowball. And then, of course, oh yeah, we'll need to, like, put a block in place of water so that we can unwaterlog this entire place and make it so we can actually walk around in it again. And then we'll just tether him to this, and then we'll be happy. Yay! Look! Wait, okay. Now, you know what we can do? We can turn on shaders. Ooh, and it looks extra fancy. And it will run at a 75 frames per second. So now we can get some screenshots. Why is there a creeper over there? I don't like that at all. Maybe I should start doing this, using shaders to take the screenshots for thumbnails. Because, I don't know, it looks cool. We'll just get some at different angles. Okay. Now, I need to remember what the keybind is for turning these off, because if I'm going to be doing this every episode, I need to get a keybind for it. But, yeah, everything's yellow. I wonder why. But, as you can see, if we feed him snowballs... Wait, let's get some more out. I hope we have enough. We don't have a harness for him. That's something we'll need if we want to ride him. And we definitely do. Buddy? Okay, I mean, I guess we'll do that for now. We used all of the snowballs, and he did not grow up. Oh. And now we dug a hole in his enclosure. Oh, well now he's an adult. Hi! Happy Ghast! Okay. What's the keybind for this? Hold on. Options, controls, keybinds, and... Iris. Toggle shaders is K. There we go. We've got that. And then... Okay, plenty of screenshots. That's plenty of screenshots. Now, buddy, so as we can see, he could, I think, sort of escape, but I think we build a tall enough. I mean, worst case, he'll get stuck on the outside and we'll have to bring him back in. But, for now, we have to turn off shaders. I feel like I knew it was K, so I don't know why I didn't remember. Oh, no. No, we really don't want that creeper blowing up the enclosure we built so hard to make. Or, built... What? What? I don't know how grammar works, apparently. That we worked so hard to make. Nor do we want him exploding our dear Happy Ghast. You know, we've only known the Happy Ghast for, I don't know, however long. Also, if you have any name suggestions for the Happy Ghast, please let me know in the comments. Because I'm not that great at naming in general. So, if you have any name suggestions, please let me know. Names for a Happy Ghast. But in the meantime, let's go make a harness, and then we'll end off the episode a little early. Also, in other news, this is the last episode of Minecraft before, obviously, Breath of the Wild, the Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, and, Captain Toad Treasure Tracker series start. Those are going to be super exciting. That will mean that the Minecraft episodes will be slowing down significantly, which is sort of sad, but... You know, we have to move on to other stuff sometimes. So, if you're interested in those, please do consider subscribing. But for now, let's make, what's it called? What color of harness should... I think yellow. You know, we made him a yellow enclosure. I feel like, you know, it could be like, you know, I mean, they fly in the sky, so his name could have something to do with the sun, because the sun is also in the sky. Is this how you make it? No. I don't know why I thought it was. Is it that? Oh. That? Oh. Well, I didn't want to make a gray harness. I wanted to make a yellow harness. Oh, I see. Oh, I've never seen that before. I didn't know that was weird. Okay. We need one white wool or yellow wool. And then we need 2 pieces of glass. We can definitely do that. Why it needs glass? Well, I mean... What was that sound? What? 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 Was that in the recording? I just heard like a notification sound, but... Where did that come from? I don't understand. Okay. We've got a yellow harness. Yay. This is why we get like all the leather, because it's like it's useful for just these random things. Also, I have done research. Mobs will not attack the Happy Ghast, so like if we just leave him out here during the night, he'll be fine because they won't directly attack him. Now, if we're riding on him, we have to be a bit more careful because they will attack us, maybe indirectly attack him or her. We sort of get to decide. But your harness. But if we just leave him or her, leave them out here in the enclosure, they'll be fine because no one will attack them. And also, what's really cool about this, as you can see, we can fly around. We'll be doing some more of this later. But when we stand on them like this, we can just like stand on them, and they just turn into a platform. No other mob, as far as I know, does this. Like you can, there's no other mob in the game where you can just stand on them and they become a platform. Essentially, like it's like a sentient moving platform. Essentially, that's essentially what it is. And what's cool is after a moment when you dismount, sort of aligns himself to the grid of the world. So yeah, super fun stuff. Now let's oh, the only issue is getting down. Does hurt a little bit, but I mean we have diamond armor, so like if it's not gonna hurt that much. But you know, maybe we could put something like slime blocks in there for us to jump off onto later on, you know, just as a little convenient thing. But yeah, any names for this guy? Let me know. Also, now that he has a harness, let's get a few more screenshots. Go. And of course, I've told you before, I use complementary shaders. That's what this is. It's super cool. It's also just the first one I found when I was like first doing modern Minecraft because I got a new computer that could actually support it. But that was just like the first one I found essentially. And so the one I've been using pretty much ever since. I don't think I've used any other shaders. I'd like to at some point. Anyway. But I think that's going to be it for this episode of our Adventurous Minecraft Adventures. Thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed, please consider giving this video a like and commenting your thoughts in the comment section. What do you think about the events of today's episode? What do you think about our happy Ghast? What should we name them? The playlist is on the screen right now if you want to see past or future episodes. And I'd highly recommend you check them out. They've been a lot of fun. Also, please consider subscribing to see more videos. If you got this far in the video and enjoyed it, I'd really appreciate it if you could subscribe to see more videos, because it would be very helpful. I'd really appreciate it. Also, if you enjoy this series, maybe you'll enjoy the new series that are coming out soon. Ooh, that goes through glass? Okay. But maybe you'll enjoy some of the new series we're going to be starting soon, which I've already told you what they were. But if so, maybe consider subscribing so you don't miss those. Anyway, thank you all for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video. Farewell. Let's not break the glass, though. Don't want to break. Bye.